We've had some pretty nice weather this week. It's been nice and sunny, although it has been really windy. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to let the birds have a bit of a fly. They're coming on a lot better now since I've dropped their feed and got rid of the breed and wean. So the garden's in full bloom and the sun was shining, so I thought I'd spend a bit of time outside and test the slow motion on one of my new cameras, and the birds are looking really good. So here's a little bit of footage of them flying, kitting together, and I think we've got 33 flying at one point, which is pretty good. The next day I headed over to Manton in Worksop for the Northern Classic basketing. Unfortunately the weather was pretty rubbish, so...
Second right, here we go. Was it? I'll go for a second and then...
How many got in so far?
Pardon?
How many birds you got so far?
I'm not sure. How many is it telling so far? 140 odd, but I don't know about views.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's settled. What do you want next then? What? I don't want it. Because Empress okay last time. Yeah. You Empress okay, that's it. It's already in. 008, already in. Just be careful and concentrate when you put pigeons in.
Alright.
What's your bag?
Well then, Charlie.
Yeah. How we doing?
How many we got then? 24. Good.
How many's on that wagon?
There'll be about 5,500. Well, there's 2 wagons going down. There'll be 100 baskets on this one.
Is that? Well, that's annoying. I'm back at Newark to watch some liberations, because there's quite a few feds up here and clubs up here, and I thought I'd get a quick sausage and egg McMuffin before I came to watch the liberation, and annoyingly they took forever, about 8 minutes to serve me one. So I've just missed the first liberation. I got a little bit of it just as I've arrived, so 6 o'clock was obviously the first one. finished watching the deliberations for the Scottish clubs and feds. I think, I'm not sure whether they were feds or whether they're just clubs, but half full most of those wagons, I think. Cause yeah, the downside about filming here at Newark is there's some really nice locations, but with it being on a lorry park, it just doesn't look that good on the footage. So you got the beauty of the bird. I've bought a new camera, so I've been filming in slow motion, and the birds look great as they fly, but the background's all, you know, industrial and lorries and stuff, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, the birds don't care and people that are liberating and racing don't care, but as far as aesthetics go, it doesn't look great. So the one at Newark Showground looked pretty good, and even Grantham wasn't too bad. But I think there's another couple of London clubs that are liberating today, but they look like they're still asleep, so I'm not hanging around any longer, because I think they're waiting for the Up North Combine to fly past, so they're going to be a few hours before they get ready. So they're in a nicer part, there's trees all behind that, so that'd look alright. But as far as the aesthetics go, I could do a shallower depth of field, which would look good, but it's really difficult trying to get pigeons in focus when they're flying like that. So it's a nice sunny day, so hopefully everybody in Scotland get their birds back, and some good times too. So on Thursday there was some basketing. Some members of the club and Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire combine sent birds to Guernsey for that race. I think they're about to liberate. It's about 9 o'clock, so I think they're in for a 9 o'clock liberation. It's probably a 5 or 6 hour flight because it's a northeasterly wind. But Charlie's also sent to Newbury as with the club and the Notts South Road Federation, so I'm going to head over to his now because he's expecting the birds back anytime after 10. So we're going to see those come in, and then hopefully we'll catch some of the Guernsey birds come as well, but depending on what time they go. These are ours, looking good. There's a big size difference. Look at that one there, look. He's a giant in the back compared to this one at the front. Obviously this is one of the younger ones, but you guys are looking better, aren't you?